Our whole theme this season is military. It was inspired by a vintage military beret, so it's kind of a take on that. We have a pretty utilitarian line to begin with, so this collection has a little bit of a bohemian, rugged military feel.
Yeah, so the look is inspired, military inspired, androgynous. So we wanted to do something that's strong graphic, but it's still like a girl could do it herself. So the fishtail braid's so hot at the moment. It's modern and fresh and young, and it's actually an easier braid than people think. So you could actually do that at home. So the boys, we want them to look a little rugged and disheveled and stylish, obviously, but not trendy. We don't want it to look like they're trying too hard. In fact, that most of them turned up and they're like, "You look great. Keep your headphones on, you're good to go."
This show is about military inspiration, not literally, obviously. The colors, the rugged aspect of it, the urbanity also of it, something solid, something feminine at the same time. And in terms of texture, we've interpreted that with a very velvety eye in khaki, of course, and a very fresh skin.
Well, I think that's kind of like a reflection of our lifestyle. We're both, while we love New York, we also like to travel, and we do a lot of sort of outdoor I think, and the way we travel is more, I guess, sort of off the beaten path. So we kind of like the element of being able to look smart sort of in the city, but also like you're out and you have very sort of functional clothing.
Fabrics and prints are inspired by nature, so our collection has a slightly organic feel, and we use a lot of cottons, and everything is slightly crumpled and disheveled, and even down to when we style our models, everything's rolled and looks very comfortable, but still sophisticated at the same time.
When we started the men's in '06, it was just sort of a natural thing, because I guess it's sort of, the men's is sort of inspired by more or less like what I would want to wear. And I did a season, and I really wanted to get out of it, and it just was difficult with finding the right guy, and finally we found a guy this season, so now I'm not doing it anymore.
It's a free spirit, but also I think it's a very cosmopolitan customer who's pretty well traveled, who likes sophisticated clothing that's very versatile. A lot of our clothing can be worn of several different ways, so it makes it easy, to use like as a daytime piece or a travel piece, but also, look smart and sharp during the evening. And it's for, a confident person who knows how to wear something and, can hold their own in the clothing, and the clothing doesn't really overpower them.
You know, it's a contemporary label, so not exactly high fashion, but what you're seeing here is an extension of the trends that we've seen over the last year. A lot of the loose military looks, the kind of long cardigans that have been popularized by Rick Owens. This looks like a really accessible line for a lot of people to really dive into the fashion trends from this year.
I mean, I like to throw something on and go. I don't have time to a half hour, 45 minutes to like think about everything as a sort of like on a conscious level. I just like to throw out and go, and then know that when somebody sees it, hey, that looks great. It's really, you know, well put together.
It does look very utilitarian, but that depends on your lifestyle. This is not the kind of clothes you could wear to work, certainly. Last time I wore my bandeau top with a cape, I was turned away at the door, so I wouldn't recommend that as a day-to-day look. But it looks like a great kind of thing for fun travel. You could really see yourself on a long vacation just with 5 or 6 pieces out of this collection.
I grew up as a tomboy, so my mom actually wanted to call me Nicholas when I was younger. My real name is Nicole, and it kind of stuck. And when we decided to start our own collection, you know, my mom had a dream that the company was going to be called Nicholas K, and she woke up one day and told me, and that's kind of how it came to be.